Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tuning into the episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show. What's good, everybody? King Blaze, first one in here. What's up? King Lee, I see you, my bro. What's good, bro? What's good? Eli Sports God, Nitro, what's good, man? What's good? Will I Am. Greetings and salutes to you, too, sir. Money Mike, money. We in here. Ashley Shelton, good morning to you, ma'am. Producer, what's up? Bubba, morning. Zelda the Ninth, morning. Grumpy's at Nitro, the grumpy one is back. Hey, all right, let's get it. Yami, what's good, bro? Every time I say your name, I think about Yami Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! But good morning, man, good morning. Guys, for one, I hope y'all had a great weekend. I had a good weekend. It's been crazy. You can actually hear the thunder and lightning outside. It's been going crazy. Thunder. That's why it's so, you see how the light looks so dark in here? Because there's like no natural light. It is dark outside. Lawrence Wilson, what's good? Good morning. So here this morning, of course, Pacers versus Thunder for the NBA Finals. And shout outs to Tim Rollins. Good morning. Or Rollins. I'll say Rollins. Tim Rollins. I'm just going to call you Tim. Or TR. Coach pointed something out. If you guys don't watch, check him out. Sip the Tally Films. He put out something about why he thinks Falele is not there. And I'm going to get into this talk about the Ravens because it's very funny to me about certain things with this team and how, the finals going to be trash. You have a merchant, you have a free throw merchant in Shah, right? And you have the slow dwindling Pacers. How the Pacers made it out of the East, only God knows. They were just making shot after shot after shot. Regardless if there's hands on their face, down, they just kept making shots. It kind of reminds me when the Cleveland Cavaliers went the first year, LeBron made it to the finals against the Spurs, and LeBron would not miss and got them all the way to the finals, and then all of that shut down, and they lost in a absolute flame out way and version. And I think that's what's going to happen to the Pacers because Shah's going to get his title. I think Shah's going to get his title. He's going to get at the end of the series, Shah would have shot no less than 285 free throws. So there's that too. No sun, no chaser, no pace. No sun, no chaser, no pacemakers. Thunder in 5. Oh. Hey, Money Mike said Thunder's in 5 too. Kush, good morning, man. Good morning. Hey, guys, I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. I'll say this too, and I know it's gonna piss some people off, but the truth is the truth. The NBA, every single season or iteration of it, has one or two players that are free throw merchants. You can't really play D on them because it's a foul. They can play D on you. They can hit you, foul you, grab you. That's not a foul. But if you, in their direction, foul. We've seen it with Shy, how you want to pronounce his name. You've seen it with, what's his name from the Rockets? James Harden. You've seen it with Kobe Bean Bryant. Hey, Coach said baseball season. Coach, if I was bigger on baseball, it would be great, but I'm not big on baseball. So that's what. But we will be talking a little bit of baseball because I did tell y'all the Wonder Kid Morning Show, we will touch on other sports. It's not just basketball and football. There will be baseball in there. So, Coach, definitely we will be touching on it, but I'm not super big on baseball. When I was a kid, I used to love baseball. I have mad baseball cards. I have a Babe Ruth card. But, yeah. So, yeah, free throw merchants. LeBron is a locomotive. So, a lot of times, he's driving to earn those fouls. So, and LeBron's never gotten the amount of free throws that Kobe has gotten, James Harden has gotten, Shah has gotten. Like, bro, nah. I remember when, people are going to say it's disrespect. No, it's not. It's facts. I can bring out the facts. Like, Kobe would have times or absolute game series, whatever you want to say, where if you even blew in his direction, that was a foul. There was a play. I'll never forget it. Kobe thought they were going to foul him, and they didn't. He just threw his hand up and jumped up and down and said, "He fouled me!" And they're already running back the other way, and they stopped the game, pointed out somebody random and said, "We're giving you the foul." And the guy said, "I wasn't even to play. You can look it up if you don't believe me." And he looked around and said, "All right, we're going to give you the foul then." So, yeah, I watched Kobe Bryant elbow Mike Bibby in the face, break his nose, and Mike Bibby was called for the foul. So Kobe was a foul merchant too. Big time foul merchant. Matter of fact, his last big time playoff appearance, if you look at it, when they didn't give him the free throws, he averaged 18.5 in those, and that was before the Achilles, just to let you know that. He went down to 18 points a game in the playoffs. And they lost that series. Yeah. He had trouble. He was shooting bad, missing everything. But we winning. Yeah, we winning, bro. NBA should go global, starting with Canada narrative. Matter of fact, there's right now stories that Giannis Antetokounmpo has interest in Canada for the Toronto Raptors. If Giannis goes to the Toronto Raptors, he's winning another title there. I'm telling you that right now. The Bucks are idiots. They're stupid. Giannis is my favorite player. Giannis and Russell Westbrook. And Giannis is such an unstoppable force. You have a player like that, it shouldn't be hard for you to garner players to surround him. We've seen the Thunder do it. They draft well, all that stuff. They refuse to do it. The Bucks have just failed miserably at it. And you're going to watch another team succeed. And they did it with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So, yeah, love Kobe. Bubba said love Kobe. Yeah, Kobe's one of the great, but, boy, he was a free throw merchant. It's factual. Like, you can look at the statistics, whatever you want to go. People, that's disrespectful. No, it's not. I watch games with Kobe. I watched him intently. That's when I was still watching basketball. Kobe was getting free throws galore. There were games where Kobe was getting 15. He'd take 15 shots in a playoff game. 16 shots. End up with 38 points. Like, it's nasty work out here, bro. I hate to me, let them play. Let them play. Let them grind out that win. That's what makes more compelling basketball, is when you allow the players to play. You call a foul, but an actual foul. Not somebody that's throwing their head back like they're doing the horizontal tap dance. Nah, bro. Like that's the problem with that's one of the major problems with the NBA, because then it looks like you have an agenda. And anytime you're doing any professional sports, when you look like you have an agenda, it's bad for the sports. Look what happened to the Kansas City Chiefs with Taylor Swift. Everybody and their mama said that they had an agenda. And we kept proving that. Look at this call. Watch them call some fools right here. Bad call, bad call, bad call, to make sure that they win. Because of that Taylor Swift money. Right or wrong? People don't like narratives that can sway or people that have certain control over games. They want compelling series. Usually compelling series happen when they're just great basketball. And anybody that's going to have enough, to be like, Michael Jordan was a free throw merchant. No, he was not. Michael Jordan was not a free throw merchant. Not at all. Not at all. Every good player gets a ticky-tack call here and there. But I can make absolute playlists of ticky-tack fouls on Kobe, Harden, Shah. Who another one that used to get ticky-tack fouls? Man, there's a couple of them, bro. Steve Nash. No. I'm not going to put Steve Nash in there because they allowed the Spurs to pummel that man. The Spurs was the only team allowed to bully people. The only team. I watched the game where they flipped Allen Iverson over, bridged him and hit him in the air, flipped him on his head. He finished the game with no free throws. And everybody, even the commentators on TNT, was just like, you foul him by accident because he's so fast. Look at this foul right here. That's a foul. That's a clear foul. He's looking at him and telling him it's a foul, but he let it go. And then they're calling ticky-tack calls for the Spurs. Matter of fact, I'll say the whole Spurs were ticky-tack fouls. The whole Spurs team. Every other year, they get ticky-tack fouls and then allow them to win. Yeah, Spurs was like that, the whole team. The whole team. Couldn't stand them. Exactly. Harden wasn't even trying to score. He would just play to get fouled. Bro, I'm telling you, all he's doing is throwing his head back. I've watched games where guys knew that they were going to try to foul him and then went on and said, look, he's throwing his head back, looking at the ref like, look, I know you see it. And then the guy will do it again and throw his head back, and then they call the foul like that. And they'll look at the ref like, you're doing this on purpose. So I like, man, yeah, I don't want to hear it. Boston has been known to get ticky-tack fouls at time too. I wouldn't say specifically Tatum, but Boston's got some ridiculous calls also. If you're a star player, usually you'll get 6 to 7 free throws a game around, unless you're Russell Westbrook and they don't like you. But usually that's what you're going to average. If you're a star player, that's usually what you're going to average from the free throw line, around 6. Now, them guys, like the only guys that I've seen that have earned that, I got 10 free throws, 11 free throws, that's Shaq. He earned it. Dwight Howard earned it. Allen Iverson earned it. Like, those guys are getting pummeled. I watch games where they would hang on Shaq's neck and poke him in the eye. And they'll be like, hey, what else do you want me to do? Curry shouldn't get calls because he's always taking threes. How are you going to get all these? And mind you, now you don't even got to touch a shooter. If you're in their airspace or too close, that's considered a foul. Even if you don't make physical contact. If you're in their drop space or whatever else like that, that's a foul. So it's a total different game. That's why a lot of times when I'm watching the NBA, I'd be like, oh, God. It's hard to watch. It's really hard to watch. It's ridiculous to watch. Makes me sad. Makes me feel bad. Makes me mad. It's nasty work out here, bro. Wasn't there supposed to be a thing about flopping, but they let it go like they don't like you? Yeah. That's what they do. That's why it's annoying. That's why we look at it and be like, bro, I watch games like that one game versus the Lakers and Celtics. Well, I'm going to be real with you. The Lakers were playing great defense. Celtics couldn't get around. They were just calling foul after foul. Celtics are fouling them. They're not calling it. But they're calling all the fouls on the Lakers. Even if they're not using it. I remember it was, what's his name? That's when he brought the camera to the ref and they gave him a tech. It's like, I know you see it. Listen, I'll be real with you, man. I'll be real with you. That's why I don't condone violence. But back in the 90s, referees knew if you were doing this, there's a chance you'd have trouble getting back to your vehicle. That fear allowed them to call more fair games. Yo, I remember when Magic Johnson was complaining that Michael was getting preferential treatment from the refs. And Michael looked at him like, man, you just getting back in the league? What are you talking about? I'm getting preferential treatment. The way they be hitting me, they was knocking Jordan upside of his head. Hey, Flex Zone was good. Don't get close. I need space to get my jumper off. Don't get close to me. That's crazy. If you're tall, you can shoot. I'm supposed to be able to crowd you. The way how you got a shot up is by creating separation. If you didn't do nothing to create separation, I could be right on you. They're like, no, if I'm shooting, I should have the ability to go up untouched and have a place. And that's not how it works. That's why so many guys now are superstars or stars. I used to be able to, old basketball, used to be able to get up under you. That's why only point guards are really able to bring the ball up court. Because that's why before they'd have to blade their body, bring it up court slow, because they would get up under you. And if that ball even came like this, swipe, unless you were super fast and you would jump back and then create separation of face up, straight face you up, Mind you, that's why Allen Iverson was so generational, because he would hop back, and if you try to jump forward, he would just go around you. So he would drop back like he would go you'd be all over him, and then he would go up and then look at you. Now you're faced up, and then he would face you up and cross you. That's a lot of the other guys couldn't do it. They were coming down, blading their body, hit you with the double cross. You know what I'm saying? Between the legs. What's his name from the Miami Heat made that? Tim Hardaway made that famous. Isaiah Thomas. You know what I'm saying? With those ones, but those were blading your body. There's a reason why they had to do that. Facing up, it gives you the ability to bring the ball and lean, and throw it almost, and then you can snatch your racket and bring it the other way. That's why now, even in the NBA, you don't see full court pressure. They'll call foul even if you don't touch the player. Yeah, he did Mike like that. That's how creating separation is just physics, right? The old school players knew that. Getting physical created separation. So if I'm dribbling, I dribble a little bit into you, give you a little nudge, that created separation just off of weight. Right? So then, or I hop back, now I can face you up. Now you're at a two-way go, because now you give me space to stop my shot. You got to jump. So if I give you the hezzy, you can jump, or you have to rush back down to try to recover, or then I can blow past you. That's what made that. So when you see, okay, Tony Parker was famous for that. He would run into you like this and run back and go boop boop and go this way. That's why that was so effective. But now you can't guard like that, so everybody can come over and be like, yeah, I could dribble. Look at this. No, you can't. You suck. I'm serious, bro. I'm serious. A lot of those guys can't dribble properly. They can't. They cannot. It'll be swiped and stolen 99% of the time. Now you're starting to see all of these bigger guards. Mind you, back then, a big guard taking it up, the only people you've seen do that was Scottie Pippen and Magic Johnson. That is it. You didn't see that because they would always get the ball stolen. Magic used to always blade his body. If he was working it up slow, he'd work it up slow and try to tower and look over you and then get his team into sets. Now, because you can't be around nobody and they can push, the offensive players could push, literally use their hand and push you off of them and stuff like that. You're looking at the refs, let it go, it's fine. Oh my gosh. And yeah, Coach, Iverson did cross him, but once again, like I said before, that's how they created the space. Like they know if you were fast, you got to give somebody a little bit of cushion. Pause. Because you can blow past them. That's what made Allen Iverson so dangerous. He was the fastest player that the league at that time had seen. He was the fastest player they've ever seen up until that point. So on top of fast, he was equally agile. So he was able to switch directions. And the thing with Iverson, with the first time, his first iteration of the crossover, he'd always go right to left and bring it back. Every time he looked to go right to left. And if you stopped him, he'd pull up. But then he got past that and started adding more to his repertoire. Brunson gets a lot of calls too. And Brunson ain't 6 feet. That man is 5'10", meaning the same height. Brunson and me is the same height. He ain't no 6-foot player. He 5'10". Max 5'11". Bro, I'm telling you, bro, it's falling down. All the players do it. You know what's crazy? Vlade Divac was famous for that flop. But I remember who really, really won a series doing it. And it was Jason Kidd. If you remember when Jason Kidd was on the New Jersey Nets, I believe they were going against the Celtics. And he got, I believe it was 3 consecutive charges on Paul Pierce. Just running into the lane and standing there, boom, and falling backwards. And got those calls and won the series. And I remember Paul Pierce was livid. Off that one move AI got his fame. They forgot Jordan at 35 and still won that game. Dig what I'm saying? Zelly, bro, don't even try that. For one, Jordan did not have 35 that game. He did not have 35 that game. That was a run. That's wrong. I know exactly what you talk about. What's the rapper's name? What's the underground artist? I forgot. He's one of the GOATs. He's like top 3 all the time. Crap, I forgot his name. But he said that. But yeah, Mike didn't have 35 and they won that game. Like, it was Iverson had like 38 or 39 that game. Mike had like 27 or something like that. Yeah, I remember watching that game. Iverson's first time going against them, he torched them. Like the Philadelphia lost, but he torched them. Iverson did very well versus the Bulls because nobody was fast enough to stick with him. Kerr didn't have the speed, and nobody he was too short, and nobody else had the speed to keep up. And they tried to put Scotty on him. He was doing Scotty nasty. And then he was doing Dennis Rodman nasty off of the switch. Murder Mook. Thank you. Murder Mook. He one of the original Smack DVDs artists. When Smack was on the DVDs and stuff like that. Yeah, Murder Mook. Sirius Jones and them. Yeah, that was him. Yeah. So, but if you go back, he didn't have 35 that game. But Jordan won the game, but Iverson torched the Bulls. He torched them. More than once. I think it was 40. I don't think it was 50. I think it was 40. Let me look it up. Stats versus Jordan. Dan, they said they played 13 games against each other. Iverson won 6. Jordan won 7. Iverson versus Jordan averaged 29.8 points a game. Jordan averaged 23.5. Iverson averaged 4.3 assists also, while Jordan averaged 5.4 rebounds. The highest that Allen Iverson ever scored, I told y'all, against Jordan was 44. I knew it wasn't 50. It was like 44. And I remember that game too. Because that's the game, I believe, when Rodman tried to take out Iverson. And Iverson got up ready to fight Rodman. That was the 44. That was the 44-point game when Rodman and Iverson almost came to blows. But nobody, that's why I laugh. So their first meeting against each other, right? Iverson had 15 points. Jordan had 27. Their second meeting, Iverson had 32. Jordan had 31. Their third meeting, he had 37. Iverson, Jordan had 23. That was their closest bout back when, you know what I'm saying? And then the blowout, like I said, was a blowout. Iverson, 1997. Jordan had 30. Iverson had 44. Iverson had 44, 8 assists, 2 steals. He went off. But his team wasn't good enough to win. I know. I told you, basketball history is my thing, bro. Especially the 90s and 80s. I'm good with the 70s and 60s too. But my best are like the 90s, early 2000s, 80s. I'm a dog with them numbers. MJ Coyle with Damon Stoudemire as well. Damon Stoudemire was another problem. Nick Van Exel was another problem. People forget about that stuff, bro. Hey, yo, Coach, pivoting real quick, right? Coach, you had brought up why you think about the NFL with the why you think Falele is not at OTAs. And I believe you said because the Ravens gave him a weight that he has to get to and certain stuff like that. And I'm laughing at that, right? Because we don't know it's true. But if Coach is right on that and it's true, isn't it funny that would even be like, I laugh with the Ravens at times because you look at us and you get mad at fans for saying Falele's not good. He makes way too many mistakes. And you do whatever you do behind the scenes to get him to become a Pro Bowler. How on God's green earth did him and Justin Tucker become Pro Bowlers that year? I don't even know. But they both were Pro Bowlers. And then you got him saying, look, man, if you want to start again, bro, you got to gain some weight. We can't be having you playing like you did last year. It's nasty work. Nasty work. I know you're guessing, coach. But, bro, like, could you imagine I'm saying if that's true? Oh, my God. Iverson in 2 games with no hand checking would be unstoppable. No, Money Mike, hand checking started when Iverson and Kobe and them was in the league. Fun fact, the year where hand checking was totally outlawed, that's the year Kobe averaged 35.4 points a game. Iverson averaged 33 points a game. LeBron averaged, I think that's LeBron's first 31 points a game. And Gilbert Arenas averaged 29 points a game. Everybody's stats went through the roof. He was averaging 33 and like almost 9. He was averaging like 33 and like 8.1 assists a game. Kobe led the league in scoring with 35.4. I can look it up and tell you. I'm telling you. That's a fun fact. I remember that because that's the year I was in Liberia. And I remember keeping up because Iverson was my guy. That's my favorite player. So I remember I was like, yo, how is this man Kobe keeping up with Allen Iverson, bro? Because I wanted him to get another scoring title. What's it called? A lot of players have weight expectations that they have to maintain. That is true. I do know that, coach. That is true. That happened in basketball in the 90s for a lot of centers. Another fun fact, Hakeem Olajuwon, because he was so skinny when he first came in, they fed him steak and ice cream constantly for him to put on weight. Just to let you know. Another fun fact, if you didn't know that. 0506, yes. NBA, well, let me make sure. NBA scoring. Yes, 35.4. I was right. 35.4. Yo, AI is wrong again. So check this out, guys. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You have to know things for yourself. The AI right there says Allen Iverson. You see his second. They said scoring 28.9 points per game. LeBron was second or third with 27.2. Gilbert Arenas was 25.5. That's what they just put up on that. Then when you go into stat music, you actually get the actual totals. AI be doing some, not AI, Allen Iverson. I'm talking about AI, meaning artificial intelligence. Be lying. You go back in here and it says Iverson, 33 a game. LeBron James, 31.4. Gilbert Arenas, 29.3. Dwayne Wade, 27.2. Paul Pierce, 26.8. Dirk Nowitzki, 26.6. Carmelo Anthony, 26.5. Michael Redd, that was a shooter. Michael Redd, that was his year, 25.4. And Ray Allen, 25.1. People forget how good Ray Allen was, bro. That's another guy yes, steak and ice cream, nasty combo. That's what they had to do for him to gain weight. You can look it up if you don't believe me. People forget how nasty this guy was, bro. Ray Allen used to put up points. Check this out. Rookie year, 13. Second year, 19. Third year, 17. He went to 22, 22, 21, 21, 24, 22, 23, 23, 25, 26, 17, 18, 16, 16, 14, 10, 9. Ray Allen used to put up points, bro. Points. But the Ravens got to do, listen, let me tell you this right now. Nothing irks me more about you tell me I'm wrong, but you know you're wrong, but you act like you're right. And then you do things to make it seem like you're right. But in the background, you're screaming, bro, I'm wrong. And I got to fix this. I can't stand it. It pisses me off. And the Ravens are famous for that. They're famous for telling everybody we're just guys at the end of the bar. Yo, listen, man. I got a Wunderkind playbook I'm making. I'm telling you this right now. Y'all getting exclusive. I'm making a Wunderkind playbook. And I'm going to send that playbook into the Ravens. I will not allow that playbook to fall into the hands of the Bills, the Chiefs, any of that. I'm telling you that playbook will change lives. The Wunderkind playbook. Hopefully they use it. I have all the ideas in my head, and I've been jotting down the plays and everything else. Total different offense. I'm serious, actually, Shelton. The Wunderkind playbook, bro. Coach is probably looking at this being like, all right, Nitro, laughing. I'm dead serious, Coach. I'm serious. The Wunderkind playbook. Y'all going to be like, all right, till someone get their hands on it, and they're going to be like, bro, whoever made this is a genius. And I'm going to be sitting here like, watch. Zion, bro, I don't believe that stuff. Especially the porn star that he had relations with that has been harassing him. And now she's saying it, now that that other thing came, she's saying, she also suffered sexual abuse. Like, bro, that people need to go to jail for that stuff. We'll see how it plays out for the first person, because that we don't know. I believe they said he dated her in college. We don't know about that one. But I'm talking about the other one, the Mariah, whatever her name is, the crazy one. She should go to jail just for that. She should straight up go to jail. I'm dead serious, yo. That playbook is crazy. Coach, listen, Coach gonna be like, oh no. Oh wow. Listen, I'll just straight up, bro. The way the usage is kind of, you've seen certain things like it, but the way it's used is so different. It would change the way how the run game is deployed in my playbook. It would change the way how we run the ball. It would change the way how you can defend running the ball. Because personally, I don't see how you'd be able to stop it. I don't want to give nothing up. But let's just say, play in and play out, you would be in problems. You would have two receivers running wide open almost every single play, because there's nothing you can do to stop the run game. There's nothing you can do. There'd be nothing. Imagine the Ravens averaging 7 yards a pop. Enter conceited meme. I'm telling you, Coach. I'm telling you. Enter conceited meme. I'm telling you, Coach. 7 yards a pop at the minimum. There's no way to stop it. Especially with Derrick Henry. Tell you the truth, the idea came years ago for me when I used to watch the Texans, because the Texans was my second favorite team. Because Andre Johnson was I told you guys this already. Andre Johnson was my favorite player. Andre Johnson was my favorite. Him and Steve Smith Sr. were my two favorite receivers, but Andre Johnson was my overall favorite player. My second favorite player was Arian Foster along those times. And I loved Arian Foster. And watching Arian Foster run, I came up Nitro Wing T off. Nah, bro, it's not Wing T. It's not. It brings creativity to the run game, and it gives Lamar an extra option. It gives the quarterback an option. And the reason why it makes it so dangerous is because I believe Philly could run it too, but the most effective team running it would be the Ravens. And that's because it would stop the pass rush. It would totally take the pass rush away on one side of the defense, give or take whatever the defense dictates, and it would force the defense to have to consistently flow, but maintain gap integrity every single play. I'm telling y'all, bro. Listen, Coach, it's been in here, bro. Mind you, this is a guy that's already wrote a manuscript. I wrote a manuscript already. Y'all, I tell y'all, I'm like, my mind doesn't shut off. And I was sitting there. Yes, I used to love. I never saw a more glide. Watching him play was poetry in motion. Arian Foster was poetry in motion. Poetry. I used to love just watching him run. It was beautiful. And the way how he would just dead leg into a cut. Oh my God. Oh, sing his praise. Bro, it was nice, bro. Nice. I be saying what's good. I be down, yeah. So, bro, I'm telling y'all, man. Andre Johnson, University of Miami had dogs coming out at that time. Dogs. The amount of guys that came out of the University of Miami is crazy. But man, I don't even know. But they won't. The funny thing is, the Ravens are so ego-driven, they probably wouldn't even listen to me. They wouldn't listen to me unless I gave it to another team. And let me tell you exactly how this will work out. Why I would be screwed either way. If I gave it to the Ravens now, they would just ignore it, right? And then I would feel myself, and my ego would be hurt, so now I would give it to somebody else. And if that team used it and beat us, Raven fans would be mad at me. Y'all would come after me. Y'all would be like, oh, Nitro, this is your fault. Why would you give it to another team? I'd be like, because this team used my idea. Now I'm making money off of it. Are you a real Raven fan or what? And then the Ravens would be like, oh, I don't know. We were going to look into it. We were doing other things or different installs. They make excuses why they didn't use it. And then you guys would stop subscribing. And then you guys would hate me. And then you would be like, boo this man. Boo! That's what would happen. I'm dead serious. That's what happened. I'm dead serious. That's what happened, bro. That's exactly what would happen. I'm serious, bro. It's in here. The way how the run game would, bro, it's just a different way on how the run game would be used. And we've seen similarities at times used in the NFL, but this would change it simply because of the attributes and characteristics that Derrick Henry possesses and Lamar Jackson possess. The only other team I could see that would be able to do something maybe a little bit similar would be the Philadelphia Eagles. Buffalo Bills would be able to run it too because Josh, the way I would say it to employ him, yeah, he would be able to use it too. The Buffalo Bills would be able to use it. What's another team to be able to use it? And Washington could be able to use it too. This man Yami said, boo this man. Mark, bro, listen, man, I don't want to hear it, bro. Mark left such a bad taste in my mouth. I don't want to hear it. He's played bad in every single playoff game. On top of it, he stopped the comeback. Mark Andrews single-handedly stopped the Ravens' comeback. Single-handedly. No pun intended. No pun intended. I don't know. I've never watched Gervin Dexter Sr. I never watched him. I won't lie. If I didn't watch a play, I didn't watch a play. I don't know. Ashley Shelton said I walked into a war zone. Ashley Shelton, man, I got a secret playbook. It's called the Wunderkind Playbook. But I don't want to put it out because the only team I'd give it to would be the Ravens. And if Philly paid me. If Philly paid me, I'd give it to him immediately. Yo, listen, man. They say, hey, Nitro, you know what I'm saying? We give you $100,000 for that. How much? How many zeros? 100,000? For every win that you win, do I get a bonus? Yeah, we'll give you a bonus. So, all right, here you go. Yo, you know what the funny thing is? We be sitting here talking about it, bro. Be like, bro, Nitro, I don't think it's going to work. I think you're feeling yourself too much. Then if it starts to work, y'all going to be like, Nitro, this is your fault. Oh. Yo, Best in the Road said, don't. Could you imagine how mad y'all would be? That I'm telling you, bro, that's what would happen, bro. That this man, coach said, waiting. Bro, I'm telling you, coach, it's I don't see how it can be stopped. I don't see how it can be stopped. The way how we'd set it up, it would, for one, okay, I'll tell you this one. The way how Derrick Henry's deployed in the offense that I'm saying, it would always tell the quarterback if you're in man or zone, that's number one. Number two, because of that, and if you're in zone, you could be, the way I deploy it, you'd always be able to run away from the heavy side. Always, with numbers. And every play, Lamar could keep it. Every play. That's always a threat for him to keep it. Yeah. Bro, you think we ran a lot before? Bruh. Y'all would be like, what kind of weirdness is that another touchdown? Listen, on everything I love. Coach, I'll put my name on this, bro. My name, I'm co-signing this right now. If I get in touch with Lamar ever again, if I'm ever afforded the opportunity to get in touch with Lamar, and Lamar runs those plays, I'll put money on it. It would be called the 8 for 8 game. Lamar would throw for 8 touchdowns that game. Promise you. he would throw for no less than 6, but I'm pretty sure he would throw for 8. Y'all would be like, and I want y'all to put this in your mind, in your psyche too, because I'm feeling myself now, coach. I'm feeling myself now. You would know I had something to do with it because I'm telling you, it would be an 8-for-8 game. The offense would look weird. You'd be like, yo, I never seen the Ravens run that. Like, that's weird. Why would they do that? Like, you would be like, bro, this looks weird. Who came up with that? And then the 8-for-8 would happen, and you'd be like, didn't Nitro say he would? Oh, no. And I would come back on here and be like, I wouldn't even say nothing. I would see if you guys remember. I'd be like, Nitro, why you acting like that? Nitro, why you dancing? Why you dancing? Nigel, why are you so happy? Coach, no cap! No cap! No cap, coach! No! Bro, coach, I promise you, man. I promise you, man. I promise you, man. I promise you, man. Man, I promise you, man. Coach, believe in me. Do you believe in miracles? When you believe. When hope is frail, it's hard to bear. Yo, listen, man. Coach, I swear. Yo, Lamar comes out after 4. He played, bro. He's getting that at the beginning of the 4th quarter. He's going to sit him after that. Well, tell him don't use the playbook until the playoffs. Bro, yes. Yes. Only to the playoffs, bro. And listen, I'm going to tell them too. I'm going to tell Harbaugh, I'm going to tell them, like, look, y'all use these plays. I want to be there. I want to be there so I can laugh at the opposing team. I want to be there. You know what I'm saying? I want a team that will ride for me. You feel me? I want a team to ride. I need a team to make my right. I need a team, you're white. I need a team that believes in my eye. Are there any Harbaugh-approved plays in that? Yes! There's no way Harbaugh can mess this up. There's no way. There's no way. And because of how it's worked, Zay will be running Isaiah Likely and Zay Flowers would shine. They would shine. And when I mean shine. I swear, bro, Patrick Ricard, oh, God. Bro, y'all would be like, crap, it works. I'm dead serious with you, bro. I've worked through all the kinks. I've been sitting there working through it. I'm like, bro, right here, that would go every time. Like Novocaine, baby. Where is Mark in his playbook? On the bench! On the bench! Especially in the playoffs. That man would be like, I want that man not even on the bench. I need him in the hallway watching the game with sweats on. Man wouldn't even see the field. The man be Daredevil. What's going on? Be Stevie Wonder out there. Looking back on man, Wonderland on nappy-headed boy. Y'all think I'm joking, bro? That man wouldn't even see the field. Wouldn't even see the bench. I tell you, listen, I'll put laxative in his food and he'd get left at a bus stop. He's like, oh, coach, I got the bubble guts. He got run off there. Drive, driver, drive. Like, I'm leaving him there, bro. I would not let him mess it up. No. I would, listen, if I ever gave that playbook to the Ravens and they had a game where they score the most points in NFL history playing Wunderkind ball, bro, nobody can tell me anything, bro. At that point, I'm just letting you know right now, these wouldn't even be able to fit over my head. My head would grow to the size of, would grow drastic proportions. I'd walk around with the Stewie head. I can't even lean. I'd just fall over. The way my head would be big. Oh my, coach. Coach, I told you it was nonsensical, bro. I promise you, bro, if I ever was given the opportunity to give them those plays, and they ran those plays, and after when they're asking questions, and they were like, oh my God, that offense you guys looked explosive today, and they were like, yo, Shout out to the Wunderkind. Oh, bro, my head would be this big. My face would stretch like this. The whole screen would just be my mouth. Straight. Like a fish. It's like, yo. No, it's not. Don't say I got a big head. Please. Don't diss me. Queendom, please. Have mercy. Oh, God. God, bro. My God. Y'all made me laugh so hard, bro. I have fun doing this. I really do. No, listen, man. I swear, bro. Coach, real talk, coach. If you came up with plays, coach, because coach, you in here, and the Ravens used them, and let's say they ended up getting 4 or 5 interceptions and a 4th fumble off of it, how would you be acting on your channel? No, because everyone's trying to make it seem like Nitro's being just a cocky brat who thinks way too highly of himself, right? If coach is in here, coach, if they used plays, if you said, yo, these sets of plays, whatever else, you're on your live, you're watching it, and they let them know, like, yo, shout out to Sit the Tally, man, that was an amazing game plan, he upped it out. Yeah, shout out to him. And we had 5 interceptions and a fumble, defense scores twice. What would be your reaction, coach? Please tell me. Coach, bro, y'all thinking I'm bad. Coach probably doing backflips. Backflips. Nitro McVeigh. Sherlocktro. Yo, listen, man. Coach, you wouldn't be able to tell coach nothing. Coach be walking on sunshine. He'd be like, here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun. I said, it's all right. Yo, coach, bro. Coach would be, bro, he'd be rubbing his beard like, told you I'm the man. And you know that. Yo, can you imagine trying to get into an argument with coach if he got that? Like, coach, I don't know what you're seeing, man. I know what I'm seeing. You saw what happened when they listened to me, though, right? Bro, I'm telling you this right now, bro. Don't let me get in touch with Monken, bro. I'm telling y'all. I walk in, my head would look like Stewie. My head would look like, hey, Arnold. Hey, Arnold. Don't what do you mean, hey, Arnold? Hey, Nitro. Oh, Eric Plummer, what up? Oh, my gosh, man. We having fun. We just joking around, laughing. But I'm serious, though. On the other side, I'm joking. But I'm serious. I do have a Wunderkind playbook that I've been working on. That I'm working on. Move it, football head. Yo. Coach. Listen, man. If they did that, coach, and they used some plays from you, and they ended up killing, bro, I'm telling you, coach. I'm telling y'all, coach would be singing. Coach hit him with that. I'm dead serious with you, bro. Dead serious with you, brother, being extra nutty this morning. I'm not. Y'all just making me laugh. Bro, man. Oh, listen, I'll just straight up, bro. I'm honest. I'm honest to a fault. So what happens is it rubs sometimes people the wrong way because I'm definitely honest. I remember one time someone said, like, Nitro, you need to know, like, because I'm fat. Like, I don't understand why I'm not big bone. I'm just fat right now. It is what it is. Like, you know, some people's not, like, honest like that. I'm honest to a fault. Greg Romankind. How dare you? How dare you compare me? Professor, you're going to compare me to Roman? Gregory P. Roman? How dare you, man? I thought we were friends. How dare you? Never be him, ever. But I'll tell you this right now. It will be wide open pay. I'm telling you this. If you guys could just teleport in my head and see it the way how we would deploy players, bro, I'm so serious, bro. Y'all be like, wow. Delvon said, just got here. Start over. We about to close. This man said, start over. No, my man, we've been here just killing it, bro, laughing. Dan Filet will be Harold from Hey Arnold. Yeah, with his popsicle always in his hands. Herbert would probably be knocking on your door. Listen, I couldn't be given that opportunity. Listen, I'm honest with myself. The reason why I'd be a problem because I do YouTube. So I'm not trying to be an offensive coordinator, right? But how would you argue with a YouTuber? Like, think about this, like realistically speaking. If you're a YouTuber and your ideas helped your team win a title, how big would your head be? Let's not talk about Nitro. How big would your, if you came up with ideas that helped your team win a championship, and not only that, they called you out. They're like, yo, shout out to Wunderkind, or shout out to Sip the Tally Films, or shout out to Lunch Break Hot Take, or Ing Raven. How big would your head be? Shout out to Blaze, man. He a genius. How big would your head be? Would anybody be able to say anything to you? Now, King Blaze, I want to know. Ashley Shelton, thank you for being honest. Couldn't tell me nothing. I'm dead serious with you, bro. They couldn't tell you nothing. Coach would employ my slap button on the round table. What? You don't think I know football? Oh! Lunch Break be like, Coach, calm down. I ain't calming down. Oh, God. Yo. Bro, hey, listen, that's all I'd ask for. I'd be like, yo, hey, man, give me one of them rings, man. Hey, they put a ring on it. Bro, every day I'd be like, y'all tell you I'm wrong? I wouldn't even say anything. If y'all disagree with me, I'd just point to the ring. I'd be the most insufferable YouTuber ever. You'd be like, yo, Nigel, we don't believe in you. Or we don't trust what you're saying. Yo, this man Coach say, Coach say he's employing the punch plan. Yo, bro, it would be so funny, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. Bro, I be insufferable. I'm letting y'all know now. God forbid that ever happens. God forbid that ever happens. Because I'm telling you this right now. Y'all gonna see me just come out like, just like, I'll be like, every episode I'm gonna come out grinning. Absolute grins all over my face. In my Playboy work, I would have a super head, no Karen, Steph is, hey, bars. That's a bar. Roger, no need to say that. We are grown as child. And they're going to have to pay us for it. But hey, listen, man, I'll be real with you, man. Yo, that's a bar. Listen, I'm real. That's a bar. This man's in a rap battle. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. I'm telling y'all, man. Oh, for one, that'd be a dream come true. Because as a fan, to know that you helped your team win, every fan would love to contribute something to their team winning a title. That's a dream of every fan. So for one, that's one thing. Two, you send me a ring? Bro, oh, man, don't do it, bro. Don't do it. I'm telling you this. Ravens, if y'all watching this episode, don't do it. Bro, oh my God, y'all in here rapping better than Lil Wayne. Roger is childish. Oh my God, guys, I love this, man. I love it, man. But that's another episode of the Wunderkind Morning Show. Guys, y'all know how we end every episode. We end it with a little bit of trivia, but today's trivia is a little different. It's just a question. In the 90s, we had a lot of remakes. A lot of number twos. Pause. And there's a lot of movies like that where they came out, with the sequels. My question to you is, out of these movies, which one had the best sequel? I need the chat to turn up and go. Which one was the best? Bro, y'all pick. I think it's a tie for number 2. I'm gonna be real with you. I think it's a tie for number 2. Terminator 2 is one of my 2s, but I got a tie. So let's just see what everyone goes. That, bro. Yami, yes. Roy T came in with the 3 ninjas. Bro, people sleep on 3 ninjas, man. But yeah, let's murderize them. Home Alone. What did you say? In Mortal Kombat? Nah, Mortal Kombat 2 was horrible, bro. Annihilation. Mortal Kombat 1 was flame. I don't know why they went and go and try to change it. Mortal Kombat 2 felt like totally missed the mark with me. Toy Story 2 to me first, and Home Alone second. Mortal Kombat. Okay. I wasn't big on Mortal Kombat in this one. I was going to pick Toy Story 2 or Judgment Day Terminator. Honorable mention, House Party 2 for me. And shout out to Free Willy's not going to get no love from y'all, but Free Willy was a banger. People forget Free Willy. And they forget that Michael Jackson did the song, hold me, and then you can bone me, and I don't even know it. Dang of the dancing, I know, and I'm feeling the bone, only been gonna be, and none of the friends. Ooh. Y'all remember that song? Yeah, bro. People sleep on Free Willy. Free Willy was gas, bro. Was straight gas. Free Willy did numbers, bro. People never remember Free Willy, bro. Free Willy did numbers. Free Willy was a $20 million film that did $153 million in the box office. Everybody wanted to help Free Willy. Everybody. And then, of course, you have Free Willy number 2. Hold on, let me go check what those numbers did. Because Free Willy 2, I remember Free Willy 1 was big. Oh, my God, it was big. That was such a big movie. Yeah, okay, so that's why I say it wasn't as big. It was nowhere close to, what's it called, than the first one. The first one did numbers. Oh, my God, Bad Boy. But Bad Boys 2 didn't come out in the 90s. Bad Boys 2 came out in the early 2000s. That's why they said the 90s. Yeah, but a lot of people, bro. This man says, sing it, Nitro. Those movies made me cry. How? Oh, Free Willy made you cry? When he jumped over there, when he was crying at night. That's how whales cry, apparently. Right? And then he let him go and he jumped over that thing. He was like, come on, Willie. Come on, Willie. Willie. Oh, my God, bro. House Party 2 was fire. House Party 2 was fire. That's why I said honorable mention to House Party 2. A lot of these are good, like Child's Play 2 was decent, but House Party 2 was flame. Flame. People sleep on House Party, bro. I'm going to do a breakdown, too, because I'm going to ask that one day, what was the best out of the sequel? Was it 1, 2, 3, or Class Act? What would you see would be your favorite movie out of the 4? I'm going to do that one of these days, too, because that's another question that needs to be asked. I'm an emotional movie watcher. I feel you. Some people are. I can't lie. You know what movie had me emotional? The Greatest Game Ever Played with Shia LaBeouf. That and Glory Road. Those 2 movies had my eyes watering. I didn't cry. But you know when you can feel it start watering, you start blinking that hard? Because you don't want to cry? Yeah, those movies had the back of my eyes watering, bro. Not even going to lie. Glory Road and The Greatest Game Ever Played. Those are actually my 2 favorite movies of all time. Man, that part got me, bro. When they put the small guy into the post and he came around and stole it and he whipped around his back and he went face to face with the coach, like looking at him in his face. And they run that down and throw it up against that glass. That boy catches it. Bam! And the first time we got that NCAA championship, bro, nasty work, bro. Nasty. That was a mean movie too. And Greatest Game Ever Played. When he won that, and then his father at the end sat there with money in his hand, and everyone is cheering him on, and he's telling him to give the money to the little boy, and he's looking around, and the person who was the hardest on him that did not believe, that tried to crush his dream, was there. Money in his hand, nothing but pride in his face. He didn't want to walk with his son and say, that's my son and everything. The son took the money. He couldn't believe it was his father because they're poor. And he just stood there with his arms out while the crowd just took him away. And he's just staring at his father. And his father has this face of just pride. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I'm proud of you. That part got me right here, bro. Got me right here, bro. Can't even lie. Can't even lie. As his other's like, oh, Nitro Flat. I love that movie. Love it. Those two movies are my favorite movies. Favorite movies. I never seen RoboCop 2. Never seen House Party. You never see House Party 2? Hold on. Weren't y'all trying to revoke my black card, right? Because I haven't seen a couple movies and you haven't seen House Party 2? Give it to me. Pause. Give it to me, though. Give it up. Pursuit of Happiness had you worked up. Okay. Pursuit of Happiness had a lot of people crying. The only other movie that I've ever seen outside of those two that made me sick to my stomach, like I had to close my eyes. I didn't cry, but boy, was Passion of Christ. That movie, oh my God. I was in a movie theater and I saw grown men in there wailing. Bawling. Passion of Christ. That movie, I'll never forget. We went in a group to go watch it. I'll never forget that, bro. That junk was crazy. No, I haven't watched those. I'm sorry. Yeah, that movie weighs on you, bro. That movie, Passion of Christ, was crazy. Absolutely crazy, guys. Oh, my God. Crazy. But, guys, that's the episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show. Hope you guys enjoyed today. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful afternoon. I will see you with videos for later on the other channel, as you know. And I'm putting out content, a lot of content, guys. If you would like to support, help out, whatever else for this, bottom of the screen, there's a QR code. QR code is to a Cash App, or you can leave a super chat on the other channel, okay? But, guys, that's another episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show. This is Nitro signing off. And as always, you guys know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? I love you guys. Don't cry. I'll cry for you. Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.